everyone, I'm Tolica, and today I will present to you my topic, which is about marginalization and critical feminist theory. So first, what is marginalization theory? So it is the theory that comprises those processes by which individuals and groups are ignored or related to the sidelines of political debate, social negotiation, and economic bargaining and captive. So marginalization is a process of making a group or class of people just important or relegated to a secondary position. When one class of people group together as secondary citizen, this is an example of marginalization. Marginalization, on the other hand, it is the other term for discrimination. We all know that discrimination means treating a person unfairly, and some of the criteria used to marginalize or discriminate is um, homelessness, skills, status, religion, and also poverty. For us to better understand what is marginalization, I prepare a video here.
Grandma, my friends say we should not talk to Purti. She's from lower class. Look at her dress. No, Mira, do not judge someone on what they wear. They are also like us. You should speak to her.
What is wrong in Meera not speaking to Purti? Judging a person by his or her appearance is a kind of discrimination which is also called marginalization. Meera should remove such inequality by talking to Purti. What class Meera is referring Purti to be from? Purti belongs to a backward group known as Adivasi. Adivasis are also referred as tribals.
So, according to that video, you can see the discrimination between Mira and Porty. The causes of marginalization is the reason of high incidence of poverty and deprivation among the marginalized social groups are to be found in their continuing lack of access to income-earning capital assets, agricultural land and non-land assets, heavy dependence on wage employment, high employment, low education, and other factors. So when we say causes, it is the reason on why people experience marginalization. Because of poverty, literacy and education, and the lack of access in earning capital assets. So when we say capital assets, it is a form of an organization. For example, the buildings, vehicles, machineries, and equipment, and also the computer. So the other people marginalize or discriminate the poor people because they think that they cannot afford the same materials that they have. So they may think that uh, they cannot buy this or they cannot provide for those materials that they have. Marginalization have an impact in society when an individual or group is put into the position of a lower power or isolation within the society because of the discrimination. Marginalization can have a large impact on health and well-being, making individuals much more vulnerable to HIV infection. When an individual is marginalized, they are unable to access the same service and resources as other people, and it becomes very difficult to have a voice in society. So marginalization having a large impact on the society and also an individual. For example, someone having an HIV infection, so she or he may experience discrimination and marginalization. So she may lose his or her confidence to participate on the society. Women are more likely marginalized are more likely to be marginalized than men because of their gender. This is evident through the social, economic, and power imbalance that exists between men and women. For example, more women than men live in the poverty, and men continue to have more secure full-time jobs and a higher income than their female counterparts. So the women are more likely marginalized because of their gender. Because before, women are more likely stay at home and to serve for her family, and the man will provide for his family, for the needs and the desire of his family. So before, we have gender in development, gender on development, and gender and development. Those development is to aims to enhance the women's power or the women's right to have an equality. Marginalization, the economic marginalization, social marginalization, and the political marginalization. In the social environment, group of people or communities may have the experience to being excluded. They may also feel marginalized because they are poor, considered to be of low social status, and viewed as being less human than others. On social marginalization, you may feel excluded on the participation and also in the society. For example, you are a poor person, so you are being excluded to that group, and they may think that you are nothing than them. Marginalization, it is the process whereby something or someone is pushed to the edge of a group and accorded to the lesser importance. This is predominantly a social phenomenon by which a monetary or subgroup is excluded and their needs or desire is ignored. So in economic marginalization, you're also being excluded. Um, your needs and desire are easily to ignore because they may think that the other people discriminate you on who you are, and because they think that you are lesser importance on the society or to them. Political marginalization is isolated from mainstream politics, limited chance to elect leaders, make it easy for needs to be ignored. So in politics, you're not allowed to participate democratically in the decision making. You are not allowed to elect who leaders you want. So critical feminist is the extension of feminism into theoretical, fictional, or philosophical discourse. Feminist theory criticizes the misogynistic view of women that characterize society. When we say feminism, it is the advocacy of women's rights basis on the equality of the sexes. And then when we say misogyny, it is the ingrained prejudice of against women. Of critical feminist theory, it aims to understand the nature of gender inequality. It examines women's and men's social roles, experience, interests, and etc. So the critical feminist theory, its role is to for us to better understand the gender equality. Why do we need to have a gender equality? Three types of feminist theory: the gender reform feminism, the gender resistant feminism, and the gender revolution feminism. So the gender reform feminism, like gender and development, it focuses on the individual rights. And then when we say gender resistant feminism, it focuses on the scientific behavior of an individual. So when we say gender revolution feminism, it seeks to disrupt the social order through the deconstructing its concept. It means to reorganize the rights of the women and men's rights. Mary Wollstonecraft, she was an English writer, philosopher, and advocate the women's rights. She was the first feminist philosopher. So that's all. Thank you.